Greetings and salutations, you awesome motherfuckers. It is your pal, Chris, aka Mr. Owen 420, and I'm back at the beginning of December. Hopefully everyone's having a nice time, getting themselves ready for Christmas, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or the winter solstice, or whatever you celebrate at this time of year. Today I'm bringing you a short film review from director Samuel Vainisi. I've talked about him before in my review for Acracia. I thought it was very crisp and clear, nice direction, good editing, and nice music to the film. He's come out with a new short film again, and this is going to be part of a collection that he'll be selling on his website. The film is entitled Breathe. It's not Breathe, but it's Breathe. And it basically tells the story of a woman who's going through a serious identity crisis. And boys, it's really serious. So the film begins in the middle of the night, probably around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and we see a girl get up from her bed, played by Alice Winkler. She's depressed, moody, she's having a really tough time. So she decides to grab a pen, paper, and her music so she can listen to it while drawing outside. And she's having a tough time. Not really sure why, but for some reason, all of a sudden, she's done drawing, and she walks into her bathroom, looks at herself in the mirror, and there's a voice in her head that says, "Kill yourself. You need to kill yourself. You're over. You're finished. You're worthless." And continues like that. She's freaking out. She doesn't know what to do. She's closing her eyes and holding her ears, and she's dealing with some inner anger, inner frustration. And then all of a sudden, she looks in the mirror again. It's her, but not really, because there's a mask. This thing that's wearing the same clothes and everything, but the mask. And all of a sudden, she realized, oh, that's probably her, but not really her. And then she grabs a pair of scissors and starts cutting her hair frantically, just destruction in her eyes. She doesn't know what she's doing, but all of a sudden, she looks in the mirror again, and the masked person that's her pulls out the dick, and you're like, what? What's going on? All of a sudden, you see the person in the mirror getting a pair of scissors, and she cuts her, the thing cuts its dick off. Oh God, it's ooh, and she panics, she freaks out, she runs from the bathroom. She decides to go back to bed. And all of a sudden, she wakes up. She's puzzled. She feels better. But then she decides she wants to speak to her dad. And the film ends there. The film's only about 11 and a half minutes long. But it kind of gives a sense of what's happening. This is a girl that's going through a transition in becoming a boy, but not really sure what to do. There's no words that are really spoken from the actor, so it just you're dealing and you're watching based off of emotion. The only thing you hear is the voice in her head that tells her to kill herself. This is the part of her that isn't quite sure what to do next, but it gives such an insight. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it for the short time it was on, for 11 and a half minutes. It presents itself in a way that a lot of kids, teenagers, and young adults are dealing with. This is their transition to be transgender. They don't know what to do. They think that they're going to be lost and no one's going to love them anymore. And I think this film shows the intensity and the anger and the confusion that's going on with people that are having to deal with this. I've known people in my life that have transitioned from male to female and from female to male, and I don't know where they come from, but I have a feeling this film gives kind of an insight on what people are having to deal with. I really loved it for the short film, and it was edited perfect. The cinematography works really well. For it was done in like one night, so it was kind of a. I think Sam said it was a transition film, and he was right about it. I would really suggest you guys take a look at his work. You'll be able to find out, the other movies in his short film collection on his website. I'll give you guys a link to where you can. But personally, I thought this was great. This is another interesting selection from Sam's collection of short films. He's working towards making his first film, and I think he's doing a great job. Acretia worked well for me. Senses I haven't seen, but I'm pretty sure I would enjoy it as well. And Breathe was an outstanding little snippet here. It's nice to see people who do their best and don't have the same budget that the big Hollywood companies and studios have. Now, let me take a break so I can talk to you a little bit more about some of the other thoughts I have and what's going to be happening next. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Okay, so as I said before, I really enjoyed this film. The only problem I had with it was the very end where Alyssa Winkler walks into her kitchen and speaks to her dad. I think it was her dad. I'm not quite sure. And the volume is so low, it was hard to listen. Sam gave me the reason why this occurred, and I understand, but still, it would have been nice to hear that. I think that was kind of the problem before and on Acretia, where I had a tough time hearing some of the stuff that they were trying to say. But other than that, you should definitely check it out, and I will give you guys a link to where you can check out the trailer and to where you can purchase copies of these short films for your collection and keep them in your library. And this is why I do these reviews, just so that you guys get a chance to see what it's all about, and to give you an opportunity to find out about these directors, producers, and stars that are in the underground and in independent features. Because I know that movies I talk about don't get a lot of publicity, and hopefully this helps them out in some way. I don't know if it does or not, but if one extra person decides to say, hey, I'm gonna check it out, thanks to your review, it makes my day so much better. So guys, thank you very much for checking out the review. Really appreciate it. You all fucking rock. I'm doing something different this week. If you're sub to my Facebook page, I mentioned it that I'm going to be doing not one review this week, but two, and I'm going to be doing it for not just this week, but next week. I'm going to be posting my next review on Wednesday. It'll be the review of the trailer for Christopher Bickle's Vampiro Psychosis. I think that's what it is. I'll get the gist of what it is, and I'll show it to you on Wednesday. You have all been fucking amazing. I love y'all to bits. So yeah, tune in next week. Tune in Wednesday. This Wednesday, when I'll have another review for you guys. Till that, rate, comment, subscribe. Click on that bell underneath where it says subscribe, so you can keep up to date on what's happening. And don't drink the Kool-Aid. See ya.